So our first thing we're gonna do is current event for week number 9. It's on the Greek Parliament approving the I'm gonna do this closer. Approving the austerity cuts, austerity measures. Yeah, and it sucks for the Greek people.
So it sucks for the Greek people. What do you think? Do you think that? I mean, why do the austerity measures in the first place? It seems like kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation, right?
That's exactly what it is.
Okay. So do you think that there's a different, was there a different way to handle the situation, or do you think that the austerity measures were pretty much, just had to be done? They're just not very, there's just some downside to it.
No, not at this point. I mean, it's just, yeah, they pretty much screwed themselves, and
they screwed themselves what, by just overspending and the
overspending, yeah. And
okay. So what do you see like being a fix to the situation ultimately?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. There's not much you can do about it.
Well, from your summary, so you got they're raising the retirement age, which basically means that you got to work 2 more years if you're older, assuming you have a job, right? So
yeah.
I don't think that's that just means you have to work too. I mean, I'm sure if you're 66 years old, you'd prefer not to have to work if you. But then again, if you haven't built up the savings, maybe that's just something that a lot of people are going to have to do. I mean, I think that there's some discussion that might need to be happen in the U.S. as well. You've got cutting the pensions between 10 to 5 to 15%. So that's basically another way that people's, the pensions are really what people rely on when they've stopped working. So they'll have less money to spend, or they'll be struggling more to get by on their pensions. Reduce salaries by about 1/3, scrap many bonuses, give the government the right to set up a minimum wage, and allow businesses right to ask employees to work more flexible hours. That's just, I'm amazed that Greece has an unemployment rate of 25%.
Yeah.
And you're saying this is you saying it's because of the austerity cuts, or that's what the article is saying?
Yeah.
So what was it before the austerity cuts? It must have been pretty high already.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but
okay. Yeah, so I wonder if people ultimately have to figure out some way to get themselves back to work, as opposed to relying on the government spending that's essentially being cut. But I think that Greece is very dependent on the tourist trade. So I wonder how whether people will stop or will go to Greece less because of all these issues, or maybe it just makes it cheaper to go to Greece. I'm hoping we won't go to Greece. Maybe it'll be cheap when we go there.
Hey Mom, can you check the camera, see how long we've been going?
It's fine.
Many Greeks dislike the austerity cuts. I would think many Greeks dislike the austerity cuts. All Greeks probably dislike the austerity cuts from the standpoint of it would have been nice to have more government spending.